Hello everyone, this is Phones for Makeup Phones, and welcome to everything you need to know about the Big Bang comeback before it happens, which it could be happening at any moment. But here's just some information. So let's get started. We're gonna start off with a poop bang and talk about Udi Top, YG at Big Bang Top, as to why the hell he terminated his contract, even though it wasn't even just 2 years ago that as a group, I mean, of course, with the exception of, but everyone else renewed their contract. So why did your boy decide to dip after this comeback? So getting into it. So, King of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, reversed. However, it was kind of shifty, like it wasn't sure if it wanted to be upright or reversed. And for the overalls, it's the Sun, Queen of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Cups, Knight of Wands, Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, Page of Wands. So one thing here is Udi Top Sombenem, Udi Top Sonsingnem. This man has a partner. This man is getting ready to either go commit to somebody or he found his motherfucking person. And one thing about a man is when they find a person, they will move mountains to be with that motherfucking person. That is one aspect here, is that we've got like two relationship indicators here, Ace of Cups in both spots. He found his motherfucking partner. However, one thing just seemed to kind of like hit him, and him realizing like, damn, this is not what I want to do forever with my life. It seemed like initially he could have been in good spirits and was like, you know what? Yeah, sure, let's do it. For old time's sake, why not? But then, like I said, something hit him and it made him realize, you know what? This is gonna make me feel like and take me back to when we were busting ass all the time, day and night. And I don't want to do that anymore. Even though we're among the older groups, so we don't necessarily have to do what the kids are doing nowadays in terms of workload and constant consistency. I would feel inauthentic not to be giving that much. So instead of feeling like a fucking fake, I'm not gonna do that. There's also the aspect of knowing that Bob just kind of wants to enter a different chapter of life here in terms of transformation. So when I said epiphany, it could have came to him in an overnight thing. Could have came to him in a dream. Like a grandparent or someone important in his life showed up in his dream and it was like, Top, don't redo the contract. Move on with your life. And he woke up from his dream and was like, Grandpa, Hanapoji, I will listen. So, of course, naturally, them being YG's moneymakers, whatever they say goes. So when he hit that, I don't want to be with y'all anymore. Of course, Yang Hyun Suk was like, ugh. Because, he felt that in his wallet for after the comeback happens. But he said, I respect your wishes. Because he already made his bag. They already made their bag. He did realize that, there is money to be made in this, but it's really not worth like all of the money to keep, I don't know, to get kind of washed back up in that cycle yet again. It's not like YG would ever make them act like, they're first year trainees again and start pushing them to act the motherfucking fool on stage and do backflips, child. G-Dragon old ass. They ain't got a baby. They can't even be doing all that anymore. So essentially what I'm going to say here is that in conclusion, is he's found his partner. He realized this is not what he wants to do for himself. He has other passions that he is going to be pursuing with fervor. So if we were to see some sort of new business or venture that springs up from Top, whether that's like clothing line or whatever it may be, something from Top, I would not be surprised, because it seems like this passion, whatever it is that's kind of tickling the back of his mind, has sprung up and was like, you have the chance, you have the time, the dedication and everything now to put your attention on me. So let's work on whatever business or affair this could be. So either way, in the end, your boy is just kind of, it was just time. So yeah, let's move into comeback questions and more. Just kidding. So what we're going to be talking about is what to expect from G-Dragon throughout the comeback leading up to after the comeback promotional period. So I'm just gonna get straight into it. All right, sip on this. Page of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, the Fool, 4 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, the World, overall bottom, Ace of Cups, the Hermit, 10 of Wands, 2 of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, Page of Wands, and Queen of Swords. So, so we have a lot here, but none of it feels like material for solo stuff. But depending on the results of what all of these things put together can produce, we could get some solo stuff from this. But as of, I guess it seems like within it, there's no solo promotion business aspect stuff aside from maybe already what he has going on. Is that he might be kind of peeping out for other business ventures to invest in, but it doesn't seem like anything major will be happening during this period. But your boy is in love. He is in love. If he doesn't already have his person, if he's still with Miss Jenny, child, I really don't know. They're going strong. He is smitten. He is in love. He is not going no motherfucking where. I'm so sorry to tell any blinks in the chat, comments, wherever it may be, is that he and Jenny might still be going strong. And if this is not Jenny here, this other romantic partner presence, could be somebody. He found his motherfucking person and he is getting ready and, you know, it's feeling like he wants to plant roots with this person. He wanted to plant roots with this person. If not this, there's a bit of a, you know what? Hold on. Let me tell you the rest of this before I tell you that. Just know that it's steamy. It's a little bit spicy. It seems like also in the same breath, your boy is gonna kind of be going through it this period. He's going to be feeling a bit impulsive, although we kind of know that he himself is... Hold on, because this air conditioner sounds like I'm in a windstorm. Hold on. Sheesh, as I return. So, okay, we have some surprising things here. Your boy, Jeong's Hyeon might be going through some things. He might be feeling a bit impulsive, stressed, and it seems like he's not gonna know what to do with this balled up energy inside of him. So he might do some things that one might not expect from him. So there's this strange potential that he might just up and quit YG too. But it seems like he might not do that solely due to the fact that he might consider it for like 2 seconds and he's like, wait, no, I could never leave them behind. You know, they're a part of where I am. So I wouldn't worry about that too much. But if it happens, of course, be very surprised. But know that it's a bit of a potential here. It just seems like we might see him, I guess I would say, to conclude, kinda, before we get into that real spicy part, is that we might see him eating cake by the ocean with his little boo thing. Whether that is Miss Jenny or somebody else, whether sources confirmed or not, there might be some very clear evidence that either he has moved on or he and Miss Jenny are going strong. If he and Miss Jenny are not going very strong, there is the potential here that we might see some shady business, some little shady boots business in terms of, you know, someone is like going to be hitting Mr. G Dragon with that, I want you, I like you, and I want you. And his current partner is gonna be like, what the fuck? They're gonna be trying to tempt mans, and it's this reading is not about, you know, his I guess desire, his ability to stay faithful, fidelity. But there's no indication here whether he's gonna take the bait or not, if so. Also, with the Hermit here is he's not going to be letting anyone know these crazier thoughts of, not in terms of the relationship, of him wanting to leave and just not knowing what to do with himself and feeling very restless. It's like he's giving very much like, damn, I got all this money, now I don't know what to do with it. So I think mans honestly needs to go on a fucking retreat like on some campgrounds and do some like woosah, some little meditation, and take a breather, because his energy feels very strange. So, aside from him being all over the place, now let's get into comeback stuff. I'm kidding yet again, but this one is a lot shorter winded. So I decided to pull for if Big Bang is going to continue to promote without Top, and we have the Ace of Wands. Yes. However, one thing I would say is if they release any music post this coming up comeback where they'll still be together, is the sound is going to change if they decide to continue without him. I mean, I'm sure they will, I guess. But Lord knows how long we might have to wait for some more Big Bang music after his comeback. But this denotes to me that their sound style or whatever it is, their approach is going to be shifted. So now, on to comeback stuff. Finally, what it's gonna look like, what it's going to expect in performance. I promise you, I'm not lying to you this time. So starting off, to answer your question of what is it gonna be like performance-wise? How's it gonna be doing in the choice? Etc. etc. I mean, I'm pretty sure you have a pretty good idea, but you never know, things change. So getting into it is 6 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, and 4 of Swords. So one thing I'm gonna say is for sure in terms of views and staggering like type of vibes, it's going to be giving like as soon as like an MV drops or a teaser drops, it's kapow. It could be record breaking, like this is how many people was watching it at this amount of time. It broke YouTube. It's like it's gonna be reminding people that there was motherfuckers that came before BTS who was popping their shit, so to say. One thing that you can expect though is also it's gonna be a whole lot of their old colleagues and like idols now who are their fans, and of course old ass VIPs coming I think anyway, coming out the grave and promoting that shit, talking about some stream this, because that's also going to be boosting their numbers. But it seems like on their own, organically, if it were not to have that sort of help, it would do generally very well, as to be expected. One thing I would say is that some of the members, maybe specifically this I don't always like to call out names, maybe specifically this song, but some or one of the members is going to be in disbelief that they were able to surpass numbers that they have been able to achieve before, because it's been so long. So one thing I will say is the performance is actually going to be pretty brazy, crazy, cuckoo bananas. So now moving to what thematically it might be like, or what the comeback might sound like, is 5 of Pentacles, High Priestess, 4 of Pentacles, King of Wands, 8 of Cups, overall bottom, Knight of Pentacles, the Fool, 5 of Wands, King of Wands, Queen of Wands, Ace of Cups, Judgment, Queen of Wands again, and that is 7 of Wands. So I wouldn't be surprised if they were to be doing some. It seems like they might bring back some of a concept, or like a piece of a concept that they did in the past, back from the dead. So if they're calling back to something ancient like Hadu Hadu, I wouldn't be surprised. They're calling back to something ancient, but they're bringing it into present day, almost like beginning a timeline, like detailing up until this very moment type of vibe. There's also the potential situation that we might not see as much of Top as we would like to. Maybe he might not be as present in a music video par his requests or something like that, which is kind of like, why? Anyways, in terms of thematically, it seems a bit inconclusive, but there's the potential of it being something a bit like King's mystical royalty vibe, mixed with a little bit of magic, but I'm not sure. I don't know. It seems like they're going to be incorporating something like, like royalty, politicians, dukes, stuff like that, or emperors, empresses, like chancellors and shit like that. But I don't know, man. I don't want to pose any hard things on it, just simply due to the fact that it's I don't know if they old asses want to be dressing up in costumes. You know what I mean? They ain't that old, but if it was me, I'd be like, you want to put me in them tight pants in a costume again? I'm almost 30, bro. Yeah, you know what I mean? But anyways, one thing I would say is they might kind of go for something in that realm or territory. There's also the potential of them mentioning other things that are going on in their lives throughout the comeback. So things like, I fell in love and I found who I am and wanted to be, and I'm still better than you guys. So make sure that you're not saying that you're the next like big bang of this generation. Very much like, let me sit down and humble the children and tell you a little story kind of vibes. So other than that, I don't know, whatever it is, it's going to be big. It's going to be big, flashy, and probably kind of what you would expect. It's going to be giving Big Bang, if you will, regardless of what they end up doing. So, other than that, I don't think there's anything else that I can sap from this reading. If there's anything else in relation to Big Bang or Big Bang's members that you would like to know or ask, go ahead and shoot that over to the blog, over to me in the comments, or whatever it may be. So, if you can't get down with the get down, don't get down with friends. I know.